This image was stolen. Not only was it stolen, it was rendered worthless. Let me tell you why. If you've followed me on social media or on YouTube, you'll probably know that I use a company called CopyTrack. They're a copyright enforcement agency, and basically you upload their images to them and they bulk research across the internet using Google reverse image search to find where your images are used. 95% of my images are used illegally, but of that only a small proportion are used by commercial companies. Because this image is actually a really good seller, it cropped up a lot on the CopyTrack website. And for most cases, it was either being used legally, i.e. it had been licensed from a stock agency, or it was being used in a minor blog or a wallpaper. There's nothing you can really do about those sort of websites. So I wasn't particularly worried. One day, I had a look at one of the hits that CopyTrack had sent to me for this image, and it went to the Wikimedia page of the QEII bridge. And I thought, well, this is not right. How did it get there? Why would somebody pay to put an image on Wikipedia when all Wikipedia images are Creative Commons? Well, it turns out somebody had stolen my image from another website and put it on Wikipedia. As they had put it on Wikipedia, it had become a Creative Commons image. That is to say that anyone downloading it would assume that it's free to use. Doing a little bit more research, I found that there were hundreds and hundreds of websites that were using this image, presumably under a Creative Commons 3 license, but I have no way of telling. Obviously, I went straight to Wikipedia and said, what's going on here? And they said to me, you have to contact Wikimedia. They're two separate entities apparently, and all the media is done through Wikimedia and you have to deal with them, not Wikipedia. So I did that. Wikimedia do not have, or at the time did not have, a DMCA takedown page. So it was extraordinarily difficult to find out a way of getting that image taken down. It actually took me 2 months from the first contact I had with Wikipedia, from them telling me to go to Wikimedia, and then me going to them saying back and forwards, you need to do this, you need to do that, etc., etc. Obviously in those 2 months, hundreds more people were downloading that image. Eventually, Wikimedia came back to me and they said I had to write a legal DMCA letter in order for them to take it down. It had to be worded correctly, it had to be signed, it had to be sent to them as a PDF with my signature on it, all way beyond what the social media sites do. Facebook, for example, Twitter, Instagram, they all have DMCA pages where you can type the details in, send them off a copy of the image or the video that's being copyright abused, and they will do the rest. With Wikimedia, I had to spend a whole 2 months back and forth getting this image taken down. By the time it was taken down, I have no idea of who's using this image legally, who's using it under a Creative Commons license, technically legal in their minds, but not in mine, and who has actually stolen it from other sites other than the Wikipedia. So what to do? It's possible that in some commercial cases where the image has been used by Wikimedia, I can go after that commercial company. Although it's not their fault that they actually took the image from Wikimedia, they would have assumed that it was free to use. Legally, I believe that I can actually go after them. They would have to get compensation from Wikimedia themselves because they technically are the copyright abusers. As you can see, it's all a bit of a mess, and I'm going to test the waters with a few big companies that have used this image without my permission or without licensing it from a stock agency and see how it goes. I'll let you know in the future how that goes, if I get any comeback, if I get any compensation for it. I think it's worth testing the waters with a few larger companies first, see how it goes and take it from there. Anyway, this has been a very short video. I've been quite busy this week. If you've seen my social media, you'll realise I had cataract surgery at the beginning of the week. On the weekend, I'm going away to London, and next week my mother's coming back for her first trip up to the northeast. So I'm keeping the videos short for the next couple of weeks. Then we'll get back into the bigger, more comprehensive videos in a couple of weeks' time, starting with one that I really want to do, which is comparing diffraction between an APS-C camera and a medium medium format camera. So high pixel density, low pixel density, 40 megapixel versus 50 megapixel. I think it'll be a really interesting comparison to see where diffraction kicks in on both cameras and how usable the images are at smaller apertures. If you want to see that one and you're not subbed, drop me a subscription. If you've liked this video, please drop me a like. And if you've got any comments or questions about copyright issues, I'm not a lawyer, but I do have quite a lot of experience of dealing with copy track and getting compensation for my images. So please drop a comment down below if you've got a question, and I'll see you in the next one.